Hello, I'm Avantika and I'm here to share with you lessons that made me a cook through the basics of Indian cuisine. I must confess, it's been a busy day and I could do with something quick and easy. What could be easier than using what's already in the pantry? Therefore, I've chosen to share my version of comforting dish called Tehri or Tehri. This one-pot dish sits between pilaf and khichdi, is chock full of veggies and is a combination of lentils and rice. Let's begin with what's familiar. Wash the rice thoroughly and this time drain off all the water. I'm using 1 cup long grain aged basmati rice to serve 4. Next, rinse 1/3 cup of red lentils and soak them in water for 20 minutes. We will be cooking both these ingredients together and lentils would take longer to cook if not soaked in water. By soaking lentils in water and draining off the rice, we ensure the two will cook together in the same time. Next, we prepare the vegetables. For serving 4, aim at about 2 cups of vegetables. I have a few green beans, 1 carrot and a potato on hand. I've cut them in 1/2-inch pieces. Finely chop 1 small onion and 1 teaspoon each of ginger and garlic. Now we are going to heat the pan at gas mark 8. You can use any cooking fat of your choice. Ghee is the traditional choice, but today I will use canola oil to offer a vegan-friendly option. Make sure that it's a wide, flat pan to ensure an even cooking and sautéing of all the vegetables. The way to check if your oil is hot is to see if it's shimmering, and the other easy thing to do is to just drop a couple of cumin seeds in it. Right now I can see that they're sizzling, but they're not floating all the way to the top and they're not popping instantly, which means my oil is not hot enough yet. Now that our oil is hot enough, I'm going to add in about 1/2 teaspoon of cumin seeds, and you'll notice they start to splutter immediately. At this point, add in your ginger and garlic and saute it for about 30 seconds. Now that our ginger and garlic are aromatic and taking on that golden hue, let's add in our chopped onion. Saute this for about 2 to 3 minutes until softened. Now that our onion has browned and is pretty much soft and translucent, let's add in our root vegetables. I'm going to saute these for a couple of minutes. Root vegetables will be taking the longest to cook, so this gives them a head start and at the same time gives them a nice toasted aroma. Now that our potatoes have taken on some golden color, let's add in our rice and toast that as well. Make sure every single grain of rice is well coated in this oil. We can see all the caramelized bits from the bottom of the pan are being picked up by the rice and it's taking in all the flavor already. I've been toasting my rice for 3 minutes at this point and you can see the difference in the color already. It's time to add in some of our dry spices and we'll be ready to give it a good boil. I'm going to add in a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric for color as well as for its health benefits. Next, I'm going to add in some chili flakes to taste. You can add in cayenne pepper or you could skip it altogether. And I recommend adding about a teaspoon of salt because we do have root vegetables as well. Now that our spices have toasted for about 30 seconds, I'm going to add in my lentils. And if you're using a wide pan like mine, you'll need 2 cups of water. There we are. Gently stir once you've added the water so that the grains of rice aren't broken as easily. Although because we've toasted it, they will not turn to mush as easily. Now we're going to bring the water to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, I'm going to add in my green beans and the final flourish, 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala. Now in garam masala, all the spices are already toasted and then ground. For that reason, we are going to add it only when we're ready to put the lid back onto the rice. Otherwise, we'll lose all the aroma and we'll end up using more spice than needed. Now that you can see it has come to a good rolling boil, I'm going to reduce the heat down to gas mark 4.5, which is about medium low. I'm going to add in all of my green beans. You could use peas as well if you like. And I'm going to add in just about 1/4 teaspoon of really good quality garam masala. I'm going to give it a gentle stir just to make sure that the spice is actually soaked into the rice. Oh, it smells so good. At this point, we are just going to put the lid on, and this is familiar territory. We are going to cook it for 15 minutes the same way we cooked rice on gas mark 4 to 4.5, and we'll leave it standing for about 5 minutes before we dig into it. I will see you very quickly. And now it's time to check on our rice. Now you could eat this as is, but it's really nice with a dollop of ghee or a nice melting pat of butter. I'm going to serve mine up with some coriander chutney, so keep watching for that recipe. But in the meantime, remember, cooking above all is a basic survival skill. With the right motivation and a little guidance, we are all capable of mastering it. To continue developing your cooking skills, do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Let us know if this tutorial helped you by typing yes or easy in the comment section below, and I will see you shortly.